What's up, guys, and welcome back to Junkyard Truck. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. If you haven't already, it would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we got one step closer to living up to our nickname that Shirley gave us by purchasing this here dirt bike frame, and we also obtained a terrain buddy, which, like any other robot, is probably plotting to take us out. But what I want to work on today is getting our dirt bike rebuilt and ripping again. And I'm fairly certain that we have to grab a few parts from the junkyard before we can really even mess with it too much. I know the parts store has some parts available, but not everything. So we've got $85 clutch covers, 3 $85 clutch covers, a block obviously we're gonna need for sure, valve cover, another $100 valve. Okay, so a lot of repeat parts in here. We're gonna get the block for 200 schmackaroonies. Just kind of set that off to the side for the time being. We've got two $70 carburetors. I'm comparing the price because if it's anything like, oh, I'm really thirsty and can't move very quickly. If it's anything like these old engines over here, the price sort of tells you what condition it's in. So like the $221 engine here isn't going to be near as good or last as long as the $252 engine. You know what I mean? But everything over here seems to be the same price, so I don't think that matters as much. We need a valve cover. We've got 3 options, all again, same price. Did I get a clutch cover? We did not get a clutch cover yet. Okay, so we'll grab this one at the back. And a flywheel for 90 bones. That's probably important. It looks like that's the only one over here. We've already got the carb, so I think that's everything. It's going to be a really slow process since I'm very, very thirsty, but I'm going to get all this loaded up in the back end of the truck with the dirt bike, and then we will head on home. Wait a minute. Why would we head back home right now? Just to... Oh... Nice. Why would we head back home right now, though, just to have to come back tomorrow to the parts store anyways? We might as well... Oh, there's a manual. That's kind of nice. Gotta say, I don't know anything about rebuilding a dirt bike engine, so this might end up coming in handy. All right, how do I put it down? There we go. Escape. So it just has one piston. I think we're gonna need some more junkyard parts, though. I'm not seeing any chains here. I know there needs to be at least a chain. We've got the clutch. We'll buy that. Head gasket. Cylinder, we're gonna need 2. Oil filter, and les pistons.
The next morning,
I went ahead and laid everything out on our workbench over here, just so we sort of know what's what. And the only thing I know we're missing for sure is some type of chain. Whether it's a timing chain or maybe even the chain leading to the rear sprocket. Either way, we're gonna have to head back down to the junkyard straight away this morning to try to locate a few more parts. The chain for sure, but you never know. There's probably something else. I'm also gonna make a quick pit stop and maybe take a screenshot of the manual at the parts store. That way we don't have to keep going, you know,
sequence initiated. Hello,
over there.
I am Terrain Buddy version 1.0, your traction optimization companion.
Hi, Terrain Buddy. I don't know why, but it seems like maybe we had to sleep to sort of reactivate him. I liked him a lot better when he was
terrain.
Silent.
Scanning terrain. Error. Terrain not found.
Terrain Buddy and I were able to find some big pieces of scrap metal on our way down here, so figure we might as well get a
there you go.
couple of extra dollar bills back for it. It's $200, not too shabby. All right, so we got to be on the lookout for some additional dirt bike parts. We already have the clutch cover. We already have the valve cover. I'm thinking this is maybe gonna take us a few in-game days. Because doesn't I feel like the junkyard stuff resets every day. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's the reason that there's a payphone out front, so we can save and just reload the game. Survey says Oh, we do actually have some new things. Well, we already own the flywheel, so we don't need that. We've got the clutch cover, valve cover, carburetor, another valve cover. Casing right. I don't think we have that. Oh, and then what's this? Oh, clutch cover again. Okay. Well, hey, we got one new thing. That's better than no new things, I suppose. So once again, I'm gonna save really quick at the payphone. We'll reload and try again. All right, attempt number 2 here. Let's see what we've got this time around. Oh, do we? I don't think we have a head just yet. There's 3 of them here this time around. Just need the one. We'll just purchase the one, save again, reset, and we'll see. Maybe third try is going to be the charm. I know we still need the timing chain. Third try's a charm, right? Isn't that what they always say? It's not looking great, though. We've got some more cylinder heads, valve covers, clutch covers. Flywheel cover I don't think we have yet. There's another one of those right casings. Okay. We do need this, probably. I don't really even remember what we have back at home, to tell you the truth. I'm just kind of winging this one.
Many minutes later.
This time for sure, ladies and gents. This time for sure. There it is. 25 bucks, too. That's a small price to pay. After many failed attempts coming back in here and looking for it, we finally got it. And hopefully we have everything else that we need, too. We got a flywheel cover now, a cylinder head, and a right casing. If we didn't get everything, that's okay. You know what? I'm going to save again just in case. But once we get back to our house and we realize that we don't quite have everything, we can just reset to this save point and keep trying until we do have everything that we need. Oh, also, Terrain Buddy, if we want him to speak, we have to disconnect him. Wait, did that say Traction Buddy? This whole time I thought his name was Terrain Buddy. Why is he still not speaking? Do we gotta cycle the power?
Sequence initiated.
There it
Hello,
is.
I am Terrain Buddy version 1.0.
He says his name is Terrain Buddy. Okay, I thought I was tripping there for a second. All right, now that we've got our timing chain and the other 3 additional parts that we just scooped up on our workbench, let's start assembling this engine, or at least trying to. I've already gone ahead and pulled up the engine building schematic for this. So it says we need to attach the piston to the block/crank. So that's going to be this guy. And le piston needs to get connected to this somehow. There we go. Okay, so far so good. Oh, there's bolts on this too. I mean, I expected that. Well, I figured that, but I didn't expect that. You know what I'm saying? Just because everything's so small. But we should be able to get in there with our ratchet, get those tightened. No problem. All right, what's next? We've got to attach the right side casing. That's this guy. And it obviously is going to go on the right. No bolts required for that, though. Doesn't look like it anyways. Step 3, attach clutch. That's going to be this feller. Right yonder. And it does look like there's a bolt for that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Attach clutch cover. So we're going to take our clutch cover, snap it on right there. Ooh, a lot more bolts. Let's get that rotated around. I would love some sort of like keybind to where we could rotate things this way, not this way, but the other direction, you know? Be kind of nice. It would be kind of nice. We'll get all these bolts tightened up though. Like I said, quite a few of them over here. We're gonna need oil and some other things for this probably, but we'll worry about that when we get there. You know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, so we did clutch cover, now flywheel, and then flywheel cover. So flywheel is going to go where exactly? On this side? Right there. Just one bolt. Holding that sucker in place. And then flywheel cover. We've got 4 bolts on that thing. On that thing. There we are. Okay, where were we? Oil filter. Did I did get an oil filter. Okay. Sick. Pretty small little guy here. Just a tiny little guy. 2 bolts. It's gonna hold that sucker on there nice and tight. Okie dokie. And then cylinder. And then head gasket. Cylinder. Oh, this. Okay, okay, okay. And then head gasket. Got you. Next, this is step 10 now, ladies and gents. Attach head assembly. That's gonna be this rascal. Okay, head is tight, yo. Why did I say that? The head do be tight though. We've got timing chain next. Just have to slide that in here some way, somehow. I think that's the only really tricky part about this is I don't really know where anything goes. Oops, for this engine. Let's try turning it around and maybe we're gonna have to do this on the floor or something. Oh, there it is. Okay, that was easy. And next, we've got carburetor. That's probably gonna go near the head somewhere. Right there. Easy, easy, easy. And just 1 bolt. Okie dokie. Last but certainly not least, attach valve cover. So there's no spark plug for this. I guess there really isn't for any of the other engines either. You can buy them, but they're installed automatically. Okay, after step 13, I think that's it. Oh, I was just going by the steps, and I totally forgot that there's clearly a diagram of where everything goes. Like I said, I think I'm kind of losing my marbles just a little bit. Oh, and our dirt bike's just chilling over here, straight up. Okay. Hopefully, I'm going to check the wiki really quick. Hopefully it's back up and working again. But I don't know what fluids need to go into this engine. A long time ago, one of you had suggested the transmission fluid is used for this. I don't know if that's accurate, so I'm just going to double check, and we'll be right back. You know, ever since I lifted our truck as high as it could possibly go, the handling, especially around turns, has just been not great. So I'm kind of tempted to try to lower it down as low as it could possibly go instead, to just sort of see, you know, what sort of effects that would have on its handling. Shirley, how we doing today? Actually, I need some food too. Let me get this really quick. And we should be good with just that for a little while. Thank you so much, Shirley. She hasn't referred to us as Evel Knievel yet today. Maybe once we get the dirt bike, we can fix that. I mean, when we get the dirt bike, we have it already. When we get it running, holy cow, today's just rough, man. So, not only do we need transmission fluid, which we already have out here because I bought it once before, but we also need coolant and oil for that sucker. We'll see how it does on this corner here. Oh, that's way better. The body roll used to be so bad that it'd make the tires dig in too much to where the truck would just kind of slide around the turns.
Error.
Which isn't,
not found.
You know, that's not what we want. But here we are. We are back. Terrain Buddy still has not found any terrain. Maybe one of these days he'll be able to do it. But we've got our coolant, we've got our Earl, and we've got our transmission fluid. So let's see if we can figure out where all this stuff needs to go. Maybe. Oh. My bad. Maybe we just have to get close enough and, like, have the bottles upside down. We'll try the oil. See if maybe the oil's gonna be way easier. Stupidly easy. I don't know if that's all of the oil that it needs, but that's that bottle empty. Let's grab this other one we have over on the side here. We'll see if it needs to take any more. Nope. Okay. Moving right along to coolant then. Maybe this one will be just as easy. Nothing. Dude, nothing. I mean, there's a gas cap. There's a gas cap on the top. But I really don't think we should be putting anything in there other than fuel. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. This thing is so hard to work on, dude. Can we get a kickstand or something? Every time I try to set it up against the wall, it just falls over. I think I'm kind of onto something, though. We've got an oil cap here, but we did already fill it with oil. So maybe that's where the transmission fluid needs to go? You don't know until you try. Okay, I'm starting to think that maybe transmission fluid doesn't go in anything. I finally got it to stand up on its own by just sitting on it really quick. And now it seems to be acting as if it has a kickstand. But check out what I noticed up here. The coolant cap, ladies and gents. We finally located it. Please, can you just... let me just add the coolant before you tip back over. Okay? Did we get it all? We got it all. Let's freaking go, dude. And to my surprise, on the other side of the bike that the oil fill cap is on, we have a transmission fill cap. So with that unscrewed, we can finally add our transmission fluid. And this bottle is probably empty. This is the only fluid that doesn't actually show how much fluid is in the bottle. I'm gonna throw it out. Should be fine. But we're gonna leave the bike chilling there overnight. I'm gonna grab a drink really quick, and then we're gonna head to bed and try to rip that sucker around in the morning. Hopefully it doesn't, I don't know, like explode on us or injure us in any way. Let's strap in, and we'll see if we can go for a little cruise on this sucker. How do we even start it? It's probably not electric start. It's not. Of course not. There we go, dude. There we go. They call me Kickstart, Toogii. Always have. Let's just cruise on into town. You know what? Because I feel like we're probably really... Ooh, handling is very awkward. We're probably really, really light on fuel. So much so that I doubt we even have any in the tank, mainly because I have never put fuel in this thing as of yet. Uh-oh. Don't you dare cut out on me this early. Thing kind of zooms though, too. Up and over the bridge, nice and easy. I want to do some sick stunts with this sucker though. You already know we're gonna have to re-attempt landing on top of the gas station canopy, because that's really what the dirt bike is intended for anyways. I can tell you right now, it is going to be, let's put her in reverse, Terry, a little bit. It is going to be way easier to get pulled over on this thing than any of our other vehicles. Either of our other vehicles. We only have 2 other ones. Hey, Long Johnson. Morning. Good to see you.
My car keys are stuck on the roof. Don't ask why. It's a long story. Will you help?
Yes, Shirley. Yes, I will. It's time for us to earn our nickname, ladies and gents. Here we go. Seems like a good amount of speed. We actually did it. Yo, we actually did it. Hey, Shirley! She knows. She knows. We don't have to tell her. Holy, okay, that was kind of spooky. We're good. We're good. First try? Literally no issues whatsoever? It's honestly, it's too easy. Shirley, I know you saw that.
Wow, you're like a daredevil.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call you Evil Knievel.
Okay, okay. Well, I appreciate the nickname. That's very cool of you. You still don't want anything to do with us after giving us the nickname. That's kind of where our story ends, huh? That's a bummer. That is a bummer. You know what? Let's run the dirt bike back home now that it's ripping real good. And I want to see if we couldn't maybe change the color of the plastic on this. I don't know if we should respray it so it matches our truck or if we should respray it a different color entirely. It's all black right now. Let's see what white looks like first. Oh. I forget how to use the spray paint cans every single time I pick them up. The white does go pretty hard. Again, a lot like the truck, it's sort of giving Stormtrooper. Also, I don't think I showed the truck. Nice. Cool. Really glad that it's raining right now. I don't think I showed the truck, though, after I lowered the suspension. It handles great. I'm sure I said that already, but I think it looks kind of sick like that. All squatted. I'm definitely not going to do the Carolina squat where it's lifted in the front and slammed in the back. I think that's super lame. I'm really happy that we were able to get the dirt bike cobbled together and take it out for a rip today. But our day isn't over yet. Even after...
Tire pressure 15 psi.
Wait, is he finally gonna do something? He actually works. Sorry for how loud the rain is.
Terrain.
I know it's not great to listen to. Are you done, Terrain Buddy? Or Traction Buddy, whatever your name is? I think he's done. Even if he's not, we're gonna cut the ignition anyways. So, even though we received a patch recently that was supposed to fix Old Man Jigs from clinging onto his contraption here, making it so we couldn't lift it, we still can't seem to pick it up. Now, a few of you had suggested that last time around I didn't chop down all the trees that Jigs wanted us to chop down. Thank goodness. It makes it honestly difficult to think with how just loud the thunderstorms are in this game. But some of you had suggested that maybe I didn't chop down all the right trees or just all the trees in general. There are only 3 trees here. I know you're probably thinking, like, looking at this tree, like, oh, that's one that's dead, needs to be chopped down, or just because they're the same color, but that's not how it works. Unless they have a red ribbon, we can't even use the chainsaw on them. So I'm pretty sure, I mean, I've looked just about everywhere. Those are the only 3 trees that I can see out here that have ribbons. So all I'm gonna do is chop all 3 of them down again, get all the lumber hauled off to the forge, and then we'll try to check back in with Jigs. Maybe he'll finally give up his contraption.
One eternity later.
All right, Jigs, old buddy, old pal. Can I please
Here you go.
take your contraption
sure you
now?
can figure this thing out on your own.
Brother, why? 1, 2, 3 trees. Chop down all the logs, properly disposed of. Now, a couple of you in a few episodes back, actually, I think in the episode where we first tackled this, first people were suggesting maybe I didn't cut enough trees. As we've learned, there are only 3. But some of you also suggested maybe we need to remove the tree stumps now that the trees are gone. So I'm just gonna dispel that really quick, okay? Shouldn't take us too terribly long. I did try this off camera and didn't have any luck, but I just want to do it again so I can show you guys too. So, first idea, hooking the hook to the stump. That doesn't appear to work whatsoever. Not like those other big stumps that he had us remove in that area. Also, I think the only way to put the hook down is connect it to a tree or just walk really far away. I haven't figured out any...
Pressure to 15 psi.
Nice, thanks, Traction Buddy. I haven't figured out any other way to make that happen. So, what about running them over? That's going to be a no-go on that as well.
Terrain.
Jigs, why are you doing this to me? Why are you torturing me so much? I'm not chopping your trees down again, so... hopefully one of these days you'll just...
Here you go. I'm sure
decide
you
to
can figure this thing out on
give
your
it to
own.
us. That's a bit of a bummer. I just want to make sure that they're actually, aren't any of the old tree stumps still over here? I don't see any. He just doesn't like us, I guess. I mean, he's telling us we can take it, but we can't. So, on that bombshell, I do think that's probably where we're going to have to wind things down at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.